Hello, good morning, it's Nelson. Today is May 29th, 2017. It is day 2 of 30 days of filming, and I'm going to be putting my makeup on. Now, I have no way to edit these videos, so it's gonna be pretty boring probably, but we're just gonna go with it. So I've got a mirror here, lovely. And yeah, oh, do you want to see how I'm filming this? Sweet. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna start by putting some of this Pixi H2O skin tint on my eyelids, and oh, actually I have to shave my eyebrows. I totally forgot. So, shave my eyebrows here. Because I didn't shave them yesterday and there's just a lot of stubble going on. So there we go. 1 and 2. Okay, that feels better. Yay, no more eyebrows. Well, I still have eyebrows, but I don't have a whole lot of eyebrow. Okay. Now I'm going to sort of prime my eyelids. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything too extra exciting today, so I probably won't do anything too extra exciting with my makeup either, but I really am just putting on makeup today because I wanted to test out this new sponge that I'm holding right here. I got it yesterday at Winners because I decided to do some shopping and they had cheap makeup sponges, and it's not super like squishy. It's a little bit dense, but it's actually pretty good and it's very soft, and it's red, so that's cool because I love red. So anyway, there we go. Now I'm going to set what I've done here with, can I find the brush that I want? Oh, there it is. I've also got a touch lamp, so if the light source goes out all of a sudden, it's because I have touched the touch lamp. Anyway, gonna set that with some powder here. It's just a shitty pressed powder from the drugstore that I'm trying to use up. It's not that shitty. It's just like, I'm trying to switch over to all cruelty-free, like vegan type stuff. And Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me powder, not gonna do the trick. That is not cruelty-free and vegan. But anyway, it's a fine powder for what I need it for. Now what? I think I'll do my eyeshadow next. I usually tend to do eyebrows, but fuck it, we'll do eyeshadow. I don't really know if I'm gonna do like a look today or if I'm just gonna do like, you know, kind of my everyday, too lazy to put on actual makeup looks. But we'll start with this. Start with just like a base powder. I'm using this super broken NYX palette. It's one of the Dreamcatcher palettes called Stormy Skies. And actually I like this palette. It's got a lot of mattes. I usually use mostly mattes. That's the base color that I usually use. As well as a little bit of these two. I tend to use those two quite a bit. And pigmentation's fine. Some of the ones are better than others. So that's, you know, it is what it is, and that's fine. It's, you know, relatively inexpensive palette. So, there we go. I've got a whole bunch of crazy colors over here that one of my best friends bought me for my birthday, or no, Christmas last year. So, ta-da! All these little, they're so cute. And I've actually got 3 more here. See? So, there we go. Actually, you know what? Maybe I've got this like really sparkly green color. This one, it's like majorly sparkly. And I think I'm gonna try putting that all over the lid today. I don't usually wear green, but let's try it. So I've got this brush that the same person who gave me these shadows also gave me this brush. So here we go. Except this wasn't really a gift, this was more of a hand-me-down. Like, she has a lot of makeup and makeup brushes, and she just wasn't using this one, and she was trying to like, she started watching a bunch of those like minimalism videos and wanted to sort of declutter her life, which I think is really admirable. So she gave me the clutter basically, because I'm a friggin' hoarder, so that was a joke, not trying to offend. Because actually hoarding is a really, like, huge issue, you know, a lot of psychological issues there. And I actually have experience cleaning out a hoarder house. One of my mom's friends, she was one of those like really close family friends who you kind of call like auntie. Yeah, anyway, she went through a bunch of shit and then became an alcoholic and then started hoarding really bad. And she had to move out of her house, and she was unable to care for her dogs and herself and anything, so we cleaned out the house, and it was absolutely terrifying and disgusting, like so disgusting. There was a buildup on the windows of just like cigarette smoke and filth that was like, I had to wash the windows a few times, and by the time I was done like Windexing down these windows, like it was brighter in the room because there was so much shit on the windows that you couldn't even see through them properly at all. So that's absolutely disgusting. Anyway, now I'm going in with some black eyeshadow from that same NYX palette. I'm putting that sort of just in the crease here. Sorry, I know it's hard to see. I have never filmed a like get ready with me or makeup video at all before. This is the first time I've ever done it. So we'll see how it goes. And that's kind of why I'm doing actually this like 30 days of filming, because I want to feel more comfortable in front of a camera, and I'd like to feel, I'd like to improve my skills. And I think that the best way to do that is through experimentation and practice, of course. I've got a big mirror here as well, which is what I keep looking in. So just gonna keep practicing here. I think that looks pretty okay. It's not great. There we go. And I'm gonna go in with another green loose pigment. This is a really pretty sort of like forest green, I guess you would call it. They do all have names, so I'll check what the name of this is in just a moment here. Okay, so I'm just gonna deepen up the crease with that. Whew, fuck, that was a lot. Okay, I'll do it all on the other side. Sweet. Okay, this is turning out to be a bit of a mess. I'm into it. I really like it. There we go. See, I find it hard not to just like fall into silence while doing these. Like, because usually while I'm doing my makeup, I just like watch Netflix or a YouTube video or listen to a podcast. So it's hard to like, oh god damn it, do you see that? Like just this, all this green shit over here. Try and get rid of that. Okay, cool. Now I'm going in with like brown again, just to kind of smush everything together. Yeah. Cool. And now I'm going in with white on the same brush and trying to clean up the edges here. And anyway, I think I briefly said that I listen to podcasts while I get ready a lot. And what I mean by podcasts is I listen to either My Favorite Murder or, oh fuck, I can't remember. Fright Night. Those are the only two podcasts that I really listen to. Not because I don't like any other ones, I just don't really know any other ones, you know? Like, I'm not really a podcast type person. I started listening to My Favorite Murder because I don't know how I found it, but that's definitely something that I'm into. Like, I love true crime and all of that kind of shit, so that's perfect for me. And then Fright Night I found because this girl that I took Intro to Psychological Research to 2 semesters ago had a t-shirt on that said Fright Night, and I was like, oh, what is that? And she said, oh, it's a horror movie podcast, I would highly recommend it. And I was like, fuck yeah. So started listening to that and I love it. It's super interesting. I don't know that much about horror films actually, but I do really love, they have this segment called Kelly's Cryptids and Conspiracies, where one of the hosts, Kelly, talks about cryptids and conspiracies. She's really into like cryptozoology, and she does not trust the government. So I really love that. I don't know how much I believe, and so like about like conspiracy theories and cryptozoology, but I find it very interesting. Conspiracy theories that I do believe though, like the stuff about like Oswald and JFK, there's just too much that like is not explained, that like there's totally something going on there. Like there's no way, no freaking way that he acted alone. Like there's like no. There's too much that doesn't add up. Or if you've ever seen like the video of like the shots and stuff, just doesn't add up at all. Like at all. At least in my opinion. And after listening to multiple videos and podcasts and doing some reading. That is just my opinion. Sorry, I know I go out of frame a lot, and I apologize kind of for that. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this tiny, tiny little baby, it's actually an eyebrow pencil, but I'm just gonna like kind of line halfway down this way and around to kind of make my eyes more round. Sometimes I do a wing. I'm not like I love a good wing, but I don't really wear them that often. I find that it looks to be a little bit too much on my eyes. It's got pretty big eyes as it is. And I kind of feel like I look really childish with wings on. So I prefer to just kind of do like a more round look. There we go. Cool. So I'm gonna go put on some mascara and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back. I put on a little bit of mascara, cleaned up all the fallout from the loose pigments, and then started working on my brows. Now I'm just going to finish up my brows with some black eyeshadow, and I just do like these little spiky baby brows because I don't know, I'm not really a fan of like huge, like the Instagram brow look, and I can do like normal brows, like I can just draw on normal eyebrows, but I don't know, I like my little tiny spiky brows. When I first started shaving off my eyebrows, and it was a process, you know, like at first I shaved like the last little bit and then I just kept bringing it in more and more. I was like, oh, this will be great. Now I can do like whatever shape brow I want. And it's true, there's a lot of freedom and I can do whatever brows that I want. But I'm really lazy and I almost always just end up doing these ridiculous tiny little baby brows. So I kind of like them though, because they're like different from most of the brows that you see every day, but they're really easy to do. So I really can't complain. So there we go. Okay, now on to concealer, face makeup. So this is the Kat Von D Lock It Concealer in the shade Whiteout, because I like to look quite pale. Now I don't always do this. Like yesterday, the makeup that you saw, I was literally only wearing a little bit of foundation and powder, and then obviously contour and blush and highlight. This is what I do when I want to do like full makeup, which I wasn't really planning on doing today, but whatever. I've changed my mind apparently. You know, I like this I like the sponge, I think. I have a beauty blender and I love it, but I got it as a gift. And yeah, I fell in love with it. And I just don't want to spend like $30 for a sponge every like 6 months or whatever. And I don't have it up here with me right now, but I used the hell out of my beauty blender. Like, it is destroyed at this point. I love it though. So anyway, I thought it was probably time to move on. And I might treat myself to another like real beauty blender, but I like trying out other sponges. Like, I love the Real Technique sponge. I love the one from my local drugstore. It's just like their brand is really good. And then this one, the brand is called Beauty Concepts, and they call it their Beauty Blender, which I don't really think, I thought Beauty Blender was like a brand name, but whatever. That's fine. So, yes, as we can see now, I look quite a bit paler than I did starting out here, and really patchy. That's just how it looks usually at this stage of my makeup. I promise you it will look better by the end of the makeup. So, now I'm going to go in with this Pixi stuff again. It's really, 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 really light coverage. Like, oh boy, super light coverage. Put it on a shitty NYX foundation brush and paint it on my face. And this also kind of like balances the whiteness of the concealer, so it still lightens my skin tone without making it like straight up white, which would be fine too, except that I don't really feel like putting foundation all the way down my neck and covering my ears and all of that. Like, I'll bring it a little bit down my neck so that I don't have like a foundation mask, but I'm not gonna like put it all over my body because I'm way too lazy for that, and it's super annoying trying to get dressed and not get foundation all over everything. So there we go. Easy, really fast. Man, this is probably the most boring video to watch, but that's alright. Thanks for staying with me, if anyone is watching this. Appreciate it. One last pump here. Very small pump for my forehead. So, there we go. Not really sure what I'm gonna do today. I don't have work, so that's nice. I really have to practice voice because, as we all saw yesterday, I started breaking down crying and decided, fuck this, I'm going to sleep. And that's exactly what I did. So, anyway. That looks good. Okay. I'm gonna go powder my face using this Airspun shit, just translucent powder, and also do my blush and bronzer because this video is like super long. Brush, or not bronzer, but like contour, and I'll be right back. Hello, so I am back. I did my blush, contour, and highlight, as well as drew on my big clown mouth. It's not gonna stay like this. I know it's huge, but I'm gonna actually be trying a new thing. So I'm gonna be trying a new look that I saw Alien Queen of Darkness had on her lips, and it was basically like black lipstick and then with like green right in the center, like a gradient. And I thought I'd give it a shot because I've never done that before. So first, whoops, there's a drawer right here. I need black lipstick and something to draw it on with to get the correct correct shape. That'll do. And wish me luck. Let's fucking do this. Cool. So. I know, super interesting, just watching someone in silence. Okay, so there we go. Have a good black lip going here. I'm just gonna kind of fix up the bottom line here. So here we go. That did not help. You know what? Fuck it. That'll do. I'll fix it later. But, okay. Anyway, I want to get on to doing the middle part here. Okay, so I have another little brush that I'm just going to use to put, oh, and it's called Stheno. And this one was called Neptune Star. That's the one that I have on my lids, and it's super sparkly. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. Okay. Wish me luck. Ah. Okay, that is very subtle. Here, just a second. Let's see. Born Villain. Mansynth. Here we go. So these are lipsticks that I got from Tater Rounds Beauty. They're the Jack Macon's Tater Rounds Beauty collaboration. And all of the shades are based on Marilyn Manson. So either music album, damn it, or this one's like his Absinthe brand, or songs. So that did not really work either. Whatever. Back to my first plan. It's a nice color. It's like very alien green, kind of creepy, sickly creature from the Black Lake kind of thing. And I quite like it. It's a little bit hard to get good pigmentation from that color, but you just really have to like build it up. So there we go. And yeah, I really love that collaboration. Actually, my all-time favorite lipsticks come from that collaboration, and they're called Tourniquet and Holy Wood. They're so pretty, so comfortable to wear. They never come off, which is nice. And they're just like good sort of like nudie colors for me, because it's like a nude, but it's still kind of alternative looking, because it's kind of like gray or orange, which I quite like. Okay, so this wasn't quite what I was going for, but it's just like a really subtle, like black green. And I like it because it mattified this color, this lip color. And this lip color doesn't usually get completely matte, so that's nice. Maybe it'll help it to not feather so much. Ew, except I got like powder in my mouth. Ugh. Anyway, that's the finished look here. I'm actually happy with this. Wow, I'm so surprised. And it only took like 45 minutes. Okay, here. Check it. Up close, I think that looks good. Right? Not bad. Not bad. Yay! Yay! Okay, so thank you so much if you stayed with me through that whole thing. My hair is so dirty right now. Whatever. I like never wash my hair. Anyway, yay! I'm decently happy with this. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not good at makeup. But like, this fucking works. So, anyway, peace.